Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COGconnected. My name's Garrett Drake, and I'm joined alongside my dear friend, Alex Thomas. Today we went hands-on with Rage 2 at PAX West 2018 at the Bethesda Day of Plays. Is that what it's called? Bethesda Day of Plays or Play of Days?
I think it's gameplay days.
I think that's besides the point, honestly, but it was at a Hard Rock Cafe here in Seattle, and thankfully we got to go hands-on. This is my second time playing the game. I had the chance to play it at E3 as well. And Trevor Houston, one of the owner and operators here at COGconnected, actually wrote about his thoughts in depth on COGconnected.com if you guys are at all interested in reading those from E3. But unfortunately, for my sake, it was the same demo, but it's not too bad because I absolutely adored my time with it at E3. But Alex, you were very excited to get your hands on this game at long last. And before I reiterate my own thoughts, I'd love to hear what you have to say about it first.
So as soon as I had seen the trailers for it, I was immediately interested. The art style is absolutely beautiful. It's, to me, basically Doom in Skyrim with a post-apocalyptic setting. Absolutely phenomenal. I was looking forward to getting my hands on Rage 2 so much. So excited to go in and actually play it. It had everything I was hoping it would have. The controls were phenomenal. The graphics were beautiful. The AI was actually just challenging enough to keep me on my toes. I don't even know.
So you improved for the most part, to say the least.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to see what the full game's going to be. Just the scope of the size. I want to see what it's going to be like to jump in the vehicles. I want to see the other weapons they're going to have.
I feel you. I should have prefaced this by saying I know over-the-shoulder gameplay capture is not ideal of a viewing experience. That's why we're adding this VO and post just to make it slightly more interesting. Now, I imagine some of you have seen this gameplay by now from one outlet or another. But if you have not seen it and you've clicked on this video to get a glimpse of it, I hope you enjoy what you see. My gameplay isn't awful. It's odd because my original experience with it, I played on keyboard and mouse, and I did not love the way the keys are mapped with the controls. It felt very strange, whereas in most first-person shooters I play in a game where I activate certain abilities and powers, it feels way better than Rage does. Now, granted, Rage is not even slightly optimized at the moment. It is definitely rough around the edges. It's a little glitchy, a little laggy at points. You can definitely tell it lacks polish for the most part, but that being said, I still loved it on a controller. Now, my performance isn't the best you've probably seen by now. I definitely struggled a bit because I'm so used to keyboard and mouse at this point. Now, hopping back on a controller to play a shooter feels a little weird, so I had to get used to it again. But I did love the demo, and what I love most about it is that it lives up to exactly what the trailers advertise, which it has that high-octane action and all the abilities you've seen combined in the trailers you can do, and it feels just as cool as it looks. And some of my favorite moments are where I run into a room, toss a wing stick, it decapitates one guy, toss a grenade, it blows up a couple more, I do the jump ability where I slam the ground, take out a few more, shotgun one or two of them, and at last I'll force push one of them off over a railing and into like the lobby below. Just full of adrenaline is what I'm trying to say. And both times I play the demo, I've had experiences like that, and I can imagine myself doing that all over the open world of the game in multiple scenarios. But granted, this demo is very linear, and that was my biggest question going into it is, what is the open world actually like? I know we have car combat. I've played the first Rage, and obviously it's far more linear than this one's supposed to be. But mixing ID's shooting mechanics with an Avalanche-developed open world sounds like a match made in heaven, but we still haven't seen a glimpse of what the open world is other than some of the trailers, like very quick, brief glimpses of what it might be like. So I was hoping to interview some of the developers today, but of course today's the one day they were not in the building for an interview, when originally I was told they would be. So I was upset about that, so I didn't get that information I was hoping to hear from. I don't know if they're actually ready to talk about that, but I was going to try to pry some out of them. But that is what my biggest question is at the moment is, what will it actually be like? Will it be similar to Just Cause, where it's just constant chaos at any given moment, and can you be creative with that chaos? I mean, I imagine you can with all those abilities and weapons, but I'm not sure. Do you have any predictions of what it might be like aside from the really great shooting mechanics and the vehicle combat? Like what kind of missions we might be going on?
I honestly don't think that we're going to see a lot of slow-paced action. It's going to be definitely sort of a point-to-point. There's always going to be something going on. The different monsters, the mutated people, the gangs that are out there, there's always going to be something that's trying to kill you. As you were saying about the combat, the wing stick in particular, I absolutely loved it. I couldn't wait to get my hands on that. Swapping between the grenades and the wing stick is super easy, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Just throwing one of those out, I saw it hit a guy in the chest, start spinning like a saw blade, and then I could just go up and shoot him in the face with a shotgun at point blank. I was a little concerned in the first couple moments seeing that it was going to be a consumable weapon, that it'll be, you pick up, say, 5 at a time, And if you're not really trying to aim with it, you're not necessarily going to get a good hit. But when you do get a good hit with it, it's fantastic. You can pick up ones that just hit the ground. The grenades were wonderful, especially using them cooked, being able to throw it and see the nice arc to it and everything. We only got to see a couple of the weapons, but going between was an assault rifle, shotgun, and there was a handgun. I didn't even try using the handgun because
It's pretty deadly if you get him in the head. Feels good to shoot. I tried it as well.
I imagine. The assault rifle is very nice, especially down scope. But going back to the initial question of what kind of action we're going to see, yeah, I imagine it's going to be a fairly heavily populated death trap all over the place.
For sure. It doesn't seem very catered to stealth. I mean, there is a crouch mechanic, and I imagine the wing stick can be used as a stealth item at points if there's just a guy hanging out on like a cliff and just toss the wing stick at him. But I don't know if we can expect a Far Cry-esque type of open world where there's bases scattered around. You can kind of just go into them and destroy everything or drive your vehicle right through the middle of them and fight people. The idea in my mind sounds incredible, and just the small snippet of what we played has a lot of promise. And again, that one demo is all we've seen, all we've played, and even that in and of itself needs a lot of work, I think, to really optimize it to be as fluid and responsive as not only the previous game, but just what an id shooter typically feels like. So all I can say is I'm very excited. I loved getting to play it again today, and I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it as well. You weren't disappointed by what you played. So that's cool. And I think that's all we really have to say about it, but we're excited to play it. I hope you guys find some enjoyment in the over-the-shoulder gameplay. Again, I know it's not ideal, but we wanted to throw it out there and see what you guys think as well. If you have any thoughts whatsoever on not only our gameplay, but just the game in general and what you hope to see, any concerns you might have, please let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe for more, and join us on COGconnected.com for news, reviews, features, and more every single week. I'm Garrett. This was Alex. We'll catch you again soon.
Bye.